Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And today we're going to conclude our multi-video survey of Francis Poulenc as we move backwards through the alphabet. Oh, well, there's not a lot here left. Actually, there is a bit. It's kind of interesting. It's an addition. But let's do the two Singleton performances first. We have this delicious performance of the suite from Les Biches. This is all mono stuff. And suites by Delibes, Coppelia, and Sylvia with the Paris Conservatoire Orchestra under Roger Desormières. Really good performances and decent enough sound and very enjoyable. And it's a keeper for me because I collect Poulenc like it's crazy. And then we've got this very interesting, this INA Memoire Vive, the National Archive thing, of Dialogues of the Carmelites with the Orchestre National de France under, let's see, who's conducting this whole sucker? Jean-Pierre Marty is conducting. Yeah, Marty, but what a cast. Félicité Lotte, Régine Crespin, Jocelyn Chamonin, Geneviève Barrial, Anne-Marie Rode, Claude Véarn, and Francine Laurent. Yes, it's wonderful. There's like a whole bunch of people here. But this was is this live or it's a radio broadcast recording from 1999 is when this thing came out. But the performance itself was at the Théâtre des Champs-Élysées on April 25, 1980. And so, this I've always hung on to, too. It's really a very good performance. Lots of fun. So that's that. But the main item here is this. This was the Decca Poulenc edition, which was boxed up after a bunch of individual releases. There were some very good things and some not very good things in here. The very good things, well, you've got the complete piano music featuring Pascal Roger. And that's a nice set. It's 3 discs? Yes, 3 discs of stuff. He's sort of a Poulenc specialist and a very good one. Very good pianist anyway, and so this is nice to have. He did that lovely set of Saint-Saëns piano concerti with Charles Dutoit. So that's nice. So it was really good. Then we've got the complete Melodie. This is a big set. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 discs and other stuff with, let's see, who's singing? Félicité Lotte, Catherine Dubosc, Ursula Kruger, mezzo-soprano, François Leroux, and Gilles Cachemay, baritones, with Pascal Roger. And this was also a very nice series and a very nice alternative to the EMI stuff, which has amazing singers. It's got, Ellie Ameling and Mady Mesplay and everybody. But this is very nice too. So that was worth keeping. But then we came to what should have been the pièce de résistance. Yeah, the orchestral music. The orchestral music with Charles Dutoit, the Orchestre National de France. This was a disappointment. It really was. Dutoit is such, he did some good things in Montreal, but otherwise he's just really an average kind of guy. And he positioned himself as a sort of natural successor to Jean Martinon. Because remember, on Irado, he did the Honegger symphonies and the Roussel symphonies, and they were all just very average. And this was also very average. And then he did all that Rachmaninoff in Philadelphia, which just sucked. Really disappointing. These are not terrible performances, but they're not wonderful. They're just meh. They're decent, okay performances. You've got the organ concerto and the concerto for 2 pianos. Those are okay with Pascal Roger is doing, Peter Herford is doing the organ. Pascal Roger is the main pianist. And let's see, who have Sylvain Deferne is the other pianist. The piano concerto is a rather limp and ill-focused performance. I was very disappointed in that. The 2 piano concerto was okay. The Concert Champêtre was not very good at all. The Sinfonietta was boring. Then there are all those little pieces. You have the Suite Française and all this stuff. They're okay. The suite from Les Biches and the Model Animals, they didn't do the complete ballets, which to my mind was inexcusable. It was a real opportunity, I think, to do something wonderful. They just did the suites, and they're not interesting performances, and they're not that well recorded. I mean, and like I said, you've got all these little things. The obode's very good. That's unkillable. So, I mean, it was rather disappointing. Not in here, by the way, is that wonderful disc that we talked about a few videos ago of song cycles with instrumental ensemble. That came later. And so, it's not in here. It's not in this pile of stuff with the songs, and it's not in with the orchestral stuff. And that was great. That was absolutely terrific. So, there you have it. We're winding up Poulenc, not exactly on the highest possible note. I wish it had been better, but let's just think about Dialogues with the Carmelites, and we could all be happy. I think that's the way to do it. But the piano music and the songs are quite good in these boxes. I'm wondering if they'll ever get reboxed at some point and reissued. Of course, asking for something mediocre to be reissued, at least of the orchestral stuff, is like, what's the point, right? But some of it was very good. It wasn't promoted particularly. Nobody especially jumped up and down and cheered for it. And I think that was largely due to Oswald. I think he was the killjoy in this particular series. If the orchestral stuff had been wonderful, we would have had something to really compete with that EMI box. But as it is, EMI is still the way to go, on the whole. Roger is good to get, of course, and you might want some of those song discs. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.